National championships. Alabama is the champagne of college football. The best of the best, the gold standard, because that's what you deserve as a fan. This is Bama Football on YouTube, covering Alabama football at the highest level. Often copied, but never duplicated. From Kalen DeVore's post-game press conference to news as it happens, independently owned and operated, coming to you from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, the place where legends are made, the one and only self-made Kyle Henderson. Let a naysayer know, roll tide roll.
Fam, what's going on? It is Kyle Henderson of Bama Football on YouTube. Can I get a roll tide inside the comment box? We have made it to Friday. I appreciate you guys being here. My name is Kyle Henderson of Bama Football on YouTube. Hit the thumbs up, like, subscribe, get in there, become a member of the Super Chat community, be a member of the Undefeated, only $2.99 to support the product right here on Bama Football on YouTube. I have a question. How good do you want to be? How good do you want your day to be? All right, I'm going to tell you a little secret, right? The more positive you are, the better your day is, okay? It's not complicated, all right? If something goes your way this morning, be grateful for it. If something doesn't, then move past it. You are a grown-up. You are responsible for your own actions. You are responsible for your attitude, all right? So that is my morning message to you as we get going right here on Bama Football on YouTube. And if you want to be the best, you got to do what the best do. Consistency and performance, all right? I know I'm on my soapbox this morning, but I'm feeling good, and I'm feeling a lot of gratitude for you guys being here right on Bama Football on YouTube. All right, we start off with talking about Nick Saban field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. All right. Now, this was broken yesterday, and honestly, it was scooped up by Tony Tsoukalas of Rivals. I get it. On3 is, you know, the new shiny toy, and they got all of the ammunition, and their website is incredible. You got 24/7 with the king of college football, Josh Pate, who looked great, by the way, with Paul Feinbaum. And then you got Rivals, right? A lot of people don't talk about Rivals. Tony Tsoukalas does a really good job. He's a really good reporter. Scooped this before anybody else. And Bearsy, what's up, man, with the $4.99 Super Chat? So he comes out with the story that it's going to be Nick Saban field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, and this is going to be announced on September 7th. So, you know, everybody goes to social media. Everybody starts talking about it. His daughter, Kristen Saban, who has a really good social media account, she tweeted out a graphic as well that it's going to be announced on September 7th. I saw a lot of feedback, and I did a short on it, and I saw a lot of people that were upset about this. We're talking about Nick Saban field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. Don't be mad. Right? It's not a slap in the face, whether it's the field, the stadium. Honestly, if you really, really want my opinion, they should probably rename the city after him. Because I said this yesterday. I mean, what he's done for the economy, what he's done for Tuscaloosa over the last, 20 years has been monumental. I don't know if you've lived in Tuscaloosa for 20 years. I've lived here for now 8 years. And to think about the trajectory of this city, people honestly Realtors were concerned the day that he retired. I swear, I promise you, because of the fact that they're worried about the trajectory of Tuscaloosa because that has how much he sustained the city. Look at everything that he's built around the city. Look at what he's done for the university in general. Since 2006, I bet you can look at the trajectory of the university overall, right? And the millions and the hundreds of millions of dollars that the university has received from Coach Saban's presence. What I love about, and look, Nick Saban Field, the Bryant-Denny Stadium, it sounds good. The field is where he connected with the players. The stadium is where he connected with, hundreds of thousands of fans. They got to win multiple national championships, right? They got to view greatness. This is my favorite thing about this, though. I don't care if it's the field. I don't care if it's the stadium. It doesn't matter, right? What I really care about is the fact that Alabama, and there's some things that I definitely don't agree with that the university does, and I love being able to have my opinion, right? If I worked for one of the big agencies, I probably couldn't tell it like I felt. There's a lot of things that I don't agree with. What I really do like that the university is doing is that they are honoring Coach Saban right now, today. I think a lot of times in life, we go forward and we don't take time to give people their flowers while they are here, right? We wait till they're completely removed or till they pass on. That's the worst. And then we're like, remember how talented that artist was. Remember how talented that musician was. Remember how talented that coach was. Remember how whatever. It can apply to many different ways within your life, right? But they are literally taking time to honor Coach Saban right now in really the prime of his life. Let me ask you, Undefeated, for the 33 that are on, 33 strong right here on Bama Football on YouTube. Chris from New Jersey, Jarvis, Dead President, what's up, man? Jarvis, Bearsy, C-Dub, what's up? Byron, I see you guys inside the comment box. Let me ask the 33 strong right now. I like that, the 33 strong. Oh, hey, we got some new emojis too. So check them out. I added Hollywood, I added Big Al, and I added a new one of Coach Saban. I updated Coach Saban to his media presence. All right, it looks good. So check it out. Let me see how they look inside the comment box. I have a question for you. All right. Do you feel that with what? Oh man, that Hollywood one pops. You got Big Al. All right, yeah, those look solid. I like that. You guys like the Hollywood one? Love it. All right, cool. And if you want to be able to use those emojis, it's $2.99 to support the YouTube channel. Supports literally, I am the YouTube channel. So you guys are supporting me. I appreciate you guys being here. So honoring Coach Saban, and I was kind of thinking about it. Do you agree, yes or no, inside the comment box, that this is the best that Coach Saban has looked? And I get it. It's the TV makeup. It's the lights. It's all this stuff, right? It's all posy, right? The stuff we post on social media. You ever post something bad on social media of yourself when you just woke up, right? No, right? It's all glammed up, right? Everything is like, Is this the best? Let me ask you this. Is this the best that Coach Saban has looked within the last 5 years, honestly? I think you get to that age. I mean, I'm 40, but you get to 70. I would imagine the stress that comes with coaching and maintaining the high level of standard of perfection that he has, it's grueling. It's a grueling day, right? And I kind of felt, you look back to last season, and I don't know if this was a correlation. Somebody said this. I don't know if it was ever confirmed, but remember when his eye got bloodshot red? Somebody said that was because of, it could be related to high blood pressure. Now, I have no idea if that is true or not. It's stressful. The grind is, it's grueling. And when you want to be the best and when you want to have that Mamba mentality, you got to put it in. I promise you, I don't live far from Freddie Roach. I would see his car leaving at 6, and I would see his car coming back at 8. That's an assistant coach. Nobody, just like Jalen Milroe, nobody can beat him to the weight room. He looks great. Now, with that said, Coach Saban is certainly putting in the work. I mean, I saw him on TV. You've been watching it. Did you watch him all this week? How many hours do we get of Coach Saban? And this is the other thing that I didn't even think about. So in the past, with Coach Saban, you only got 30 minutes of media day, right? You had him jump up on the podium at the main stage and him talk and him have his punchy one-liners, and then he was out. My goodness. Now we have Coach Saban all week talking about Texas and his relationship with Steve Sarkisian, talking about Kirby Smart, talking about Lane Kiffin, talking about Billy Napier, giving his insight and analysis on college football as a whole. And we get it all the time. Honestly, I would 100% imagine that ESPN's ratings are sky high because Coach Saban. Already, I bet you they saw it from let me ask you this. Who killed it during the NFL draft? The NFL draft, Coach Saban took that over, right? And while he misses the relationships with the players, he still is connected to college football, thank goodness, by being able to break down film, talk about players. And it's great to be able to get, some of the stories now. Like you saw that on social media talking about Julio Jones. He's 10 years removed, Julio Jones, from playing at Alabama football. A player drops a pass, throws the ball, acting like a spoiled brat, right? Julio Jones walks up to him and he's like, hey, that's not the standard at the University of Alabama. It's not. So he's great at what he does. There's preparation, 100%. But he's a natural talent. And I think, honestly, he's the best analyst right now that ESPN has. Nobody can go against him. His delivery is polished. He's poised. He's presentable. He looks great. And just really happy that the University of Alabama is taking time to honor him right now. Don't wait, right? Do not wait to honor people who are absolutely crushing it. Look at that. Doesn't he have a Hollywood sign? Right? I'm serious. I thought Coach Saban has a Hollywood sign. I don't know. All right. Derek Meadows to announce this coming Saturday, which is tomorrow. I don't know what time he'll be announcing at. Can someone post it inside the comment box if you know? I don't know the time. I think someone said like 1:30 Central Time. Someone could confirm that inside the comment box. From what I read and what it's been really quiet. He was supposed to announce last week, and we're talking about Derek Meadows, 6'6", 215 pounds. He's the number one player out of the state of Nevada, out of Bishop Gorman. If you know anything about Bishop Gorman, it's a place of elite talent in Las Vegas, right? So if you got money, if you want your athlete to be, it's kind of like the IMG of the West Coast. Is that a good comparison? So he is announcing on Saturday. A lot of Notre Dame fans feel really excited about their chances to land him. So does LSU. It seems like on the predictions that there hasn't really been a big dog. And what I mean by that is one of these big time recruiting analysts to come in and kind of drop the hammer, like an Andrew Bone, who does an amazing job. I'm sure you guys already follow him, or like a Steve Whitfong, part of the great On3 Network, or Chad Simmons, who absolutely crushes it. I haven't seen any of those guys, or a West Coast analyst like Greg Biggins, who I think works for 24/7, who's really the OG of a lot of this. I haven't seen those guys talk much about Derek Meadows or where he's going. I like that. It's anticipation. It'll build it up. So we'll be covering that tomorrow at 1:30 or whatever time that is. Someone look it up inside the comment box for the time for Derek Meadows. I would really like Derek Meadows in this class for a lot of different reasons. I like different wide receivers that have different heights, different weights. And Coach Saban said it best. You always recruit your wide receivers kind of like a basketball team, right? Your power forwards are like 6'6". You got your guards who are, 6'1". Those are kind of your H positions. Think like a Kobe Prentice, a Cole Adams, guys across the middle of the field, a slot position player. Derek Meadows would be certainly a mismatch on the outside. So all eyes are watching Derek Meadows tomorrow. This will probably be one of the bigger commitments that we've had in a couple weeks. Naheem Offord flip. Now, I've seen a lot of people talk about this. I wanted to address it. I saw some YouTube channels talking about it as well. I don't think anybody really has an indication whether Naheem Offord will flip or not. I'm going to go and I don't make predictions. Like, I'm not tied in. I don't talk to these guys. And I think like tracking and watching their journey of like a 17, 18-year-old is great. And I'm certainly interested about it, but I would never I have a son who's 15, and I can't imagine a 40-year-old guy trying to figure out like what he was going to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand like the mental capacity of my teenager. So I think that those people rely, like I think that the athletes should rely on, and keep that stuff close to the vest with their family. It's a big decision, right? There's a lot of money on the line too, right? Let's not get it twisted. Naheem Offord is ultra talented. He's the number one player in the state of Alabama. You got to take care of your own backyard. That's something that Coach Kalen DeBoer has already done. I think that Alabama certainly needs an elite talent like that in the secondary. I want to continue to see Kalen DeBoer build up that secondary. We got 44 on. I appreciate you guys being here. 44 strong. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for being here. I can't believe we have 44 on. That's amazing. And like I said, I'm just a YouTuber. Like I'm, not on TV. I'm not on ESPN, and that's fine with me. I got 44 on. That's amazing. Thank you so much. So I think if I look forward, I think that Naheem Offord will certainly consider Alabama up until the last day, because why not Alabama? You look at what Alabama is doing. You look at the continued strength in the brand. You look at the developmental standpoint from who your position coaches would be, and that is Mo Lindquist. That is Colin Hitchler. Working with Mo Lindquist, he can get you there. Coach Kalen DeBoer sent 10 to the NFL with the less talented roster. The guy is going to absolutely get it done here at the University of Alabama. Just wait. It's going to take time. And by time means it might just take another month until these guys get ready to go. Nobody believed that these guys would be on fire in the spring. Nobody believed in the transfer portal. Nobody believed in recruiting. Probably there's a lot of people out there that don't believe in the development of the players. He continues to do it. So I think it's far from over when you think about Naheem Offord. And as news happens, we'll talk about it right here on Bama Football on YouTube. Kendrick Law, look, I want to talk about a player, another wide receiver who I think is going to have a fantastic year. I think when you look to the wide receiver room, these rideouts and these takers, as Coach Shepard likes to talk about it, Kendrick Law, I still feel there's a lot of people that are kind of sleeping on him. And I think the reason is, he didn't even catch for 200 yards last year, right? He wasn't used correctly by Tommy Rees. There was a couple times where I saw some bright spots, like the jet sweep. And you guys have seen me playing with, the team on NCAA football, messing around in the afternoon when I stream the game. He is so talented in real life, not on the video game, like in video game, but like in real life. I feel that he's an NFL type wide receiver. I feel that he's going to be a game breaker if utilized correctly. And I think within this offense and the schematics of the offensive approach and the continued development of working with Jamarcus Shepard, I think he's going to get there. I think he's already there. I mean, you've seen the images. I mean, when I show you guys, he looks incredible, right? Probably like 215 pounds, running at 23.6 miles per hour. And by the way, if you're just joining us, I dumped in some new emojis. I got Hollywood, I got Big Al, and then I updated to Coach Saban. I put him like in a tie, kind of like an analyst. So definitely check that out. But I think Kendrick Law is going to eat. I think Kobe Prentice, Jerry Bernard. I mean, there's so much talent. And by the way, Ryan Williams, my goodness, on that. If you're messing around with that video game, he's incredible. There you go, Southern Red. See, looks good. And that Hollywood one, I like that. That Hollywood one might be my new favorite. I think the star is what kind of popped it up. I mentioned this yesterday. Michael Carroll is going to the IMG. Michael Carroll is a 5-star offensive lineman, one of two at Alabama. Ty Haywood is the other one. Michael Carroll is transferring for his senior year from Pennsylvania down to IMG. IMG down in Bradenton, Florida, kind of in that Tampa area. Hey, right by Marcus. Marcus, you saw that, right? You saw the news. Maybe Marcus, you can go check out since you're in the area. How far is Bradenton from St. Pete? It's not far at all. So you're going to have Michael Carroll, who's going to go down to IMG and play his senior year, right? I appreciate you, Marcus, being here, man. And, man, I love St. Pete. Going down there, man, I love it. I love Florida. I need to go to the beach. I'm going on vacation on Sunday, but I'm still going to do the show. And I do the show because, it's my livelihood, but plus, I love to do this. So it's kind of like hand in hand. So I will be at a remote location. It'll probably be vertical format. I thought about taking like all my gear, but I get it. It's, we're not quite at the football season yet. So I will report on news as it happens, but I have, my mics and kind of some of the stuff when I report on the road that I'll be having. Yeah, see, Bradenton less than an hour away. You can just beat that traffic, right? All right, Ryan Williams making plays. What I mean by that is, this is according to Coach Kalen DeBoer. During SEC Media Days, he spoke about the freshmen, and so did Jalen Milroe. And, Jalen Milroe spoke on the fact that while he's a summer arrival, he's building chemistry with him. And Coach Kalen DeBoer said that he is showing up to those, the workouts in the summertime, working with the guys. Jamarcus Shepard said that get your popcorn ready. He said while he's working with not necessarily the first team, he's still, working to, contribute. I think the talent is certainly there, clearly. The speed is there, clearly. Now it's about time, just production and when he gets opportunities. And look, if you don't get your opportunities in week 1 or week 2 or week 3, just be patient. You're going to get your time. This coming season, and this is crazy. Like, even playing this video game, this silly video game, the season's a gauntlet. You're going to need everybody. I don't think, like, we've had time to really step out. And I don't think I've looked at it, but, like, once you, like, zoom out and once we start getting the season, you're going to understand how challenging, number one, the schedule is, and number two, the gauntlet of this year. Like, this is a mega year for college football. Everything that you knew has changed. Every game is going to be entertaining. Every single game within the SEC is going to be nail-biting. These teams are good. South Carolina is going to be good. Missouri is going to be good. Tennessee is going to be good. LSU is going to be good. Auburn, Oklahoma. Man, that's a tough schedule too. 100%. You have a recruiting cookout, which will be at the end of July. All the big names are going to be here. Keelan Russell, Ty Haywood, even some class of 2026 guys as you start to turn the page at the next recruiting class. And what happens at these recruiting cookouts is the guys come in and it's literally like a Hollywood type event. Red carpet is rolled out. I don't know if there's going to be Lambos or whatever the equivalent to that, Bugattis, for these guys to drive around. They will literally get the red carpet treatment. And I think considering they've had a lot of time to think about, how to structure this recruiting cookout, it's not going to be a cookout where you come and eat barbecues and, eat like a hot dog and do s'mores. No. This is like the champagne of champagne barbecues, cookouts, right? These guys are going to be having lobster and tomahawks. All right, so there's no budget to this. This is to bring the guys in, show them Tuscaloosa, get these guys to build the camaraderie, and really it's to catapult this already number 1 ranked recruiting class into August. And it's to be like, look, this is our class. Go out there, take care of stuff in school, lead your team to a state championship, and get ready to come back and do work. So that is July 28th. So as news happens, we'll keep you covered right here on Bama Football on YouTube. Oh, man, Jarvis, can you imagine these cookouts? This isn't like, I think cookout, and I think like hot dog and like hamburger, throw some corn on the grill, right? Some Kaneka sausage. You know what? Here's a pro tip. If you ever want to be the hit at like a bar, if anybody invites you to one of these late summer barbecues, okay, bring a couple things of Kaneka. Literally, go to Winn-Dixie, Publix. You got them at Piggly Wiggly's. And PFP. Go to Winn-Dixie, wherever, and bring some Kaneka sausage. Throw it on the grill. You will be a hero, okay? Bring some Dr. Pepper, too. People love Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper's made this incredible comeback. And sometimes, during our shows, we do like these, we did like Dr. Pepper versus Coke or whatever. So there's your pro tip. Kaneka always wins. I promise you. And if you're old enough to drink, you know what to bring. Last thing I want to hit on is Nate Oates hires Bryan Adams. Not Bryan Adams, the musician, right? But but Brian Adams, who was an assistant coach with the Detroit Pistons. And for what I understand, I did some brief reading. Brian Adams is kind of a defensive specialist, and that's kind of what he'll serve under Nate Oates. Nate Oates already has so much offense, and I think the offensive firepower for the basketball team is elite. He's probably the top mind or one of the top minds from the offensive front. The way that this team was able to go up and down, the transition, and what they have coming back this year, I can't even imagine. But with that said, I think the defense always needs to tighten up. So Brian Adams coming in under Nate Oates, you bring someone from the NBA to coach here in Tuscaloosa. I think it kind of shows you the trajectory of like where this program is. I know we've had NBA coaches in the past, like Avery Johnson, but I think Nate Oates is truly something special, and what he has and what he continues to do is at the forefront of college basketball, combined with the fact that he has that blue-collar mentality. Look, like Nate Oates he's not like a flashy type dude. Like I think he loves to work. I think he loves to be in the trenches, and I like that. I think people from Alabama respect that. I think people from Alabama like people who work hard. They respect it. Coach Saban's cut from that cloth, and I think Nate Oates is too. And that blue-collar mentality is easy to catch on to because they absolutely crush it. Coming off a Final Four run, man, it's going to be amazing. Like, we are so spoiled. Like, I am so grateful to cover Alabama athletics. Like, before I end my segment this morning, and I'm back as news happens, on the weekdays, Monday through Friday at 7:30, and then I'll, adjust my schedule once football actually starts. My shows will be longer. I'll bring back the Collins show. It'll be at a different time. It won't be at 7:30 because I'll need to get the kids out to school, and then I have a show prep. So it'll be at a different time. Plus, Alabama practices now in the morning time, not in the afternoon. So, and I'll keep you guys posted, and we'll adjust on the fly. But, I'm so thankful to cover Alabama football and Alabama athletics in general. Look, there's a lot of great sites, and I always talk about this. People who cover Alabama football in basketball, I think, you can create content for a living. But I was thinking about it, and I was like, damn, like, as good as, like, Kentucky is, for example, at, like, basketball, or, Missouri, or, I don't know, LSU or Tennessee, can you imagine going to, like, SEC? I was watching, like, KSR, who has a gigantic platform. They're part of On3. Like, man, they're going to SEC media days, and they're having, like, shows like this, trying to talk about the relevancy of their football program, right? And like going, like traveling, to Dallas from, and spending thousands and thousands of dollars trying to, talk up Kentucky football. Like, man, like, we're spoiled. Like, call it what it is. Like, Kentucky football is not Alabama football. Missouri football, they're on a good track, but they're not Alabama football. The surrounding programs, they're not Alabama football. Man, so like, I can't even imagine how difficult it must be for those guys and like the fan bases to wish upon a star to be able to be in this spot. And it's the truth. Look, Alabama has to win every single game, but at the end of the day, we know who the big dog is. We know who the target is. Every single thing about Alabama football is on ESPN. That's who Alabama football, they are ESPN. You ever seen the Kentucky football coach on ESPN? No. Like, or Missouri or Florida, no. So Alabama football is everything. I appreciate you guys being here this morning for my segment. I'm streaming. If you watch me in the evening times, I'm trying to stream this completion of NCAA football before I go on vacation on Sunday. But vacation for me still means working out every single morning. I'm miserable to go to vacation with because I wake up at 4:45 still. I get my workout out still. I'm ready to go by like 7 a.m. still. So like, you don't want to go with the A type like me. I got too much dog mentality. That's why, like, I'll go to the beach with you for sure. But we're running, we're working out. We're like, I'm that guy that like wants to do stuff. So probably annoying, But shit, like, look. But if I'm gonna be here on this earth, I'm going to do stuff. Now, like, if you find me, like, I definitely will chill. But man, I just like, I like to go, you know? When I leave my workout, it's like, we're going. And I tell them, it's like scale up or scale down. I'm like, no, we're scaling up. That's why I call you one of the car. Yeah, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, right? Yeah, and I don't want to let complacency come in, man. I feel good. I'm really grateful for the opportunities that I have. We got 54 people on here. I appreciate you guys. Mr. B, man, thank you so much. So I'm streaming in the evening time this season. I got 2 big games tonight. I'm playing Oklahoma on the road and Auburn. Every single game has been really challenging on this. I'm not like a professional gamer by any means. I literally just like picked up the sticks and started playing. It's fun. I appreciate you guys. Like Jarvis is on, Jimmy Baker's on. Come and give me tips. And I appreciate you guys all watching this morning right here on Bama Football on YouTube. 54 strong right here on Bama Football on YouTube. Check out the new emojis. Byron Russell, Southern Red, Byron. We got Bruce, Larry, what's up? And everybody inside the comment box. Patriot Life, but with the buzzer beater fan funder, right? Patriot Life from behind the glass. Hits it with 5 funderships. So if you want to support the channel, $2.99 per month to support the channel right here on Bama Football on YouTube. I'm a content creator, just trying to make it like everybody else. Before I go, support all of the channels, whether they are big, whether they are small, whether it's people that used to work here. Support them, watch their content, interact with them. Don't feel that you have to just be, like monogamous to just one particular content creator. Support them because I promise you, they are trying their craft for, to give you a really good product. And honestly, it's probably their passion. So go out and follow them, whether they have, under 1,000 subscribers or if they have, whatever. Like, support your people. There's enough to go around, and you guys, I'm grateful enough to even have 53 people on, honestly. So go support your people, enjoy life, right? Be positive. Like we opened up in the beginning of the show. Be positive, right? You're having a bad morning, switch your mindset. Practice gratitude. Be grateful for the blessings that you got. Take care of your family. Be good people, and I will catch up with you as news happens right here on Bama Football on YouTube. From Tuscaloosa, Alabama. My name is Kyle Anderson. I love you guys. Thank you so much, and have a beautiful Friday. We made it to Friday. Have a beautiful Friday right here on Bama Football on YouTube.